nobody's ever jumped off that cliff before, but I would even be surprised if anybody's ever stood on that cliff before. So it's pretty cool to just think about, you know, being the first person on top of something like that, and then the rush of power and energy I just got by jumping off of it.
The base in base jumping stands for building, antenna, span and earth, the 4 kinds of platforms where base jumpers can take off from, either with a parachute or a wingsuit. Mike is using the earth for his jump, in this case, a cliff. Base jumping is an incredibly dangerous sport, with 1 death for every 2,300 flights.
Basically, like as we're looking at this face here, you've got the you know, a nice slope into a steep cliff. Over here, the cliff is a little underhung, so it sticks out. And I don't need it to be 100% sheer as long as I have enough in-run that I can accelerate off the top of the cliff and get far enough away to open the parachute.
This is Mike's last chance for a base jump in Iceland.
I finally made it here in time. It's definitely a little sketchy to be doing on my own. I'm gonna jump from this point over here that sticks out a little bit in the corner, surrounded by cliffs on either side. So if anything were to go wrong with my parachute opening, it becomes much more dangerous and difficult to correct. My parachute attaches to the harness. Then I check my pins, which is what the pilot chute pops the pins to pull the parachute out of my back. And then I check my pilot chute right here and prep it. And now I've got to put it on. I'm going to check my 3 attachment points. So I'm getting ready.
It's Mike's turn to try his luck. The key to a good jump is the launch. To run at the right speed and jump clear off the cliff. If the run-up is too slow, Mike will not be able to jump far enough from the cliff face and will hit it on his way down. So Mike decides to test out his run-up. What a fitting end to an iconic trip. The glacier Solheimjokul may or may not be here in a few years. But today, it is. A wide expanse of ice, making a brilliant story and an unforgettable memory for Mike Wilson.
Nobody's ever jumped off that cliff before, but I would even be surprised if anybody's ever stood on that cliff before. So it's pretty cool to just think about, you know, being the first person on top of something like that, and then the rush of power and energy I just got by jumping off of it. It's a pretty cool feeling that I get from base jumping. It's not really an adrenaline rush, but just a great appreciation for what just happened and where I am, and it just brings you know, alive in the moment, in the here and now. And quite happy that happened.